What is going on, guys? And what I'm going to be doing today is taking the original manifold and producing an unequal length manifold for the exhaust. Let's start removing the old manifold because this is a used one that I'm going to be using to chop up. Start removing the old exhaust manifold because it's crusty. First thing I'm going to go ahead and start doing is spraying penetrant on all of the exhaust bolts. With the penetrant activated, we can now start removing the exhaust manifold bolts. There she is. Oh, nice. So just in case you were wondering how I got that out, I had to go from the bottom and use a long impact socket and have my little hand on top and then take it out. Okay, with those all loose, we can come in here with our impact socket. Oh, this one, the stud came right out. Now, all the manifold bolts are off. Now you can just come in here and give it a quick pop like that. And let's just pull that out. Okay, with this out of the way, I'm gonna go ahead and start cleaning the block. I'm gonna quickly breeze by that because that's not like anything anybody's interested in, because you want a nice seal, you know? So, get rid of the clean, kids. Let's get this old, crusty exhaust gasket off. Here I had quite the leak. All right, pretty much just gonna wire wheel it and brush it by hand, and that should be sufficient. I know it's old, but I just want to take care of it, you know? With that more or less cleaned up, we can now start chopping it up. Cue the cutting. With this grinded up and cleaned up, I can go ahead and throw it in the car. So that fits like that. Now, how the firing order works is, in this engine, the OM601 is 1, 3, 4, 2. So with that being said, I'm gonna need to have 1 and 2 are shorter, they go directly down, and our 3 and 4 longer, to create that unequal length pulse and get that Subaru rumble that traditionally you hear from Subarus. I have most of my pie cuts already cut. I spent a little bit of time cleaning them all up, getting them ready to deburring them, sanding them. I'm gonna start with 1 and 2 and start to try to like mimic the design it coming down, because I know that 3 and 4 need to go up and over. And that's gonna be a little bit tricky. First, I'm gonna need to tack weld our first little step of each of the 1 and the 2. Now, with that one done, I'm gonna start with the next. Down. Okay, first 4 pie cuts into there. I've got the bends how I want them, and now I just need to run some longer pipe to go to there. Now what I need is all 4 to connect to 1, and I'm gonna see how I can do that, because this is not gonna be an easy route, because this pipe is gonna have to come up, this pipe is gonna have to come down, then back up, and then these 2 are gonna have to come around and down, and we're gonna run out of real estate. I know it doesn't look like it, but maybe I won't run out of real estate, we'll see. So now what I feel like is the easiest part is getting these two down to their own two straight sections, which will align with the exhaust somewhere there. Now these two I'm gonna start to build up and back down. And that's gonna be probably the most complicated part of this process. So let's get her going. Dry fit? Oh crap, I welded it upside down. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, no. This thing looks undeniably crazy. Little dry fit here. Number 4 will come here and go down there. Man, this ain't easy, but fluff, we're doing it. Oh, I see some issues coming up. Okay, it's officially tacked up. I have 2 short runners and 2 very unequal length runners. It looks wild. And now, does this actually even fit inside the car? Oh yeah, she fits. Oh. That is insanity. With each of these runners now tacked in place, I need to fully weld each of these up before I can make all of these join to one and then weld these to this actual manifold flange. Place these back onto the manifold flange, tack them in place, and start to adjust how I'm going to connect all 4 to one pipe, which I think is going to be quite the connection. Trying to figure out how I'm going to collect them all together. It's going to be wild. If you're wondering how we got to here, it's the next day and I needed to make the collector. Guys, I don't have a bandsaw. I'm cutting this out by hand, so bear with me. These will come to one. Somehow, I'm gonna tack this together. So this will meet up like this, the rest I'll fill up. The bottom 2 stick out wider, and that's hopefully so that when I cut it straight, I'll have enough room to be able to weld all the pipes together. Obviously, I had to go wider out because if I was too close, I wouldn't be able to weld the pipes together. Got our 4 to 1. Now I just need to mark out this. With our 4-to-1 collector adjusted, now we can go ahead and start to plan out how all of these are gonna meet, which I'm thinking, I have one of my cut-off pieces, and I've been testing it up to this, and what I believe will be the best result, more or less something like this, because after, I'll still be able to stick this in here and weld that last bit. What I can do is throw these 3 on first, I'll tack everything in place, weld them fully to each pipe. I'll leave this disconnected from all 3, and then I can weld this piece on like at the very, very, very end. That's more or less. Let's stick that in the car. Let's see if she goes. As you can see, I'm right by down there where my 4-to-1 connection needs to go to the original exhaust. Nice! Let's go ahead and start cutting up the other pieces to fit. That took way longer than I expected, trying to measure out by eye and by hand all these small little intricate parts that get to the main collector. No wonder people do this with a bandsaw, not but with a grinder, but we did it. This is all tacked in place. I ran a little bit of a bead there. Now what I need to do is remove this from the collector, and then individually, one by one, remove this from the exhaust manifold flange, so that I can get around and weld each of these properly. Then what I'll start to do is one by one connect these to the manifold flange, connect these to the collector, and then start welding them in place. Now that the 4-to-1 is all welded and everything's more or less in line with the flange, I need to crank the welder up and absolutely melt this flange to this piping. In order to do that, I need to bolt this to a flat surface so that when I heat this up and weld it, I don't completely warp the structure. What I think I'm going to do is bolt this to my original manifold, bolt this flat, and hopefully I shouldn't see any warping. Bolt this flange to that flange. Hopefully we create a flat surface. I'm gonna get to that. I want to put, that's looking tight as nuts. We'll bolt the 2 ends down. It's so hot, it needs to cool down. So, what we're gonna do, because I've purchased V-band accessories for the exhaust, our 4-to-1 is going to come down to a V-band, quick connection. I need to cut off about 5 centimeters of pipe, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna weld the V-band to the pipe, and then weld the pipe to the V-band pipe to the 4-to-1 exit. By that time, this should cool down. So let's get welding. What a situation I have here. And I was just trying to protect the thing. What are you gonna do? Stuff was on fire. Now this I wanna. Yeah, you see? You see? You're like, oh, Holland's crazy, but then I know a thing or three. Three is maybe a little much. Okay. Crazy hot. Crazy hot. And that is essentially that. Take this thing all apart. That's the wildest thing I've seen. Everything fits. It meets almost directly with the other pipe there. So that'll lead me up to doing the full exhaust. I think I should just like bolt it together and hear how it sounds before I put the exhaust wrap. I think I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna put the original gasket on because I'm gonna be changing it anyways. And I need to pull this off one more time. So I might as well just throw that in temporarily. It's absolutely crazy and wild. Some of these bolts are now going to be a little bit tricky to get to, only because I put pipes directly in front of how you put it together. But otherwise, it should go together more or less okay. And if you're worried about the welds, if you're like, oh, no back purge, there's sugar, you're gonna have sugar on the inside. Yeah, sugared inside, because the sound is gonna be so sweet. It's time to fire it up. After having heard what it sounds like, I need to put the new exhaust gasket on, as well as heat wrap the manifold, because I don't want to leave it like this. I want it to be heat wrapped and I want it to be all protected. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove this and start heat wrapping it after install our new exhaust manifold gasket. So let's get that done. I now have the heat wrapping on. Okay, it's not perfect because this curve was too big, but I did it while it was hot and wet. So I think once I turn the engine on, let this cook a little bit, it'll start to tighten up.